What is going on, you guys? LyricStar1999 YouTube. I'm going to try to see if my phone will allow me to do a build as I'm filming. I know last time I tried that, it didn't work in my favor. I did buy one of the new ATVs that you can get right now. But I'm going to warn you guys, if you're wondering why the game is a little bit laggy, that's because it needs, I think, optimization and all that. So we're going to start with paint. I'm going to try to do a lot of stuff that doesn't cost a lot of money. So if I can get that dark blue. So we're going to get dark blue. I know we can put horns on. We're not going to do headlights. I'm not going to do a snorkel. I will do this. Wheels, see, with ATVs and they don't have a lot of wheel options, which sucks. I will say the wheel options are not the greatest, and they're pretty expensive. Unlike the let's say hey, didn't ask that to be there. One of those like other vehicles. They just usually are expensive. So if you guys are wondering how I'm gonna do this one, oops. Well, I do think I'm not going to go crazy power on this one. I'm going to let you guys know now. But we're going to see what I can pull off. But yeah, comment down below if you guys like this type of content. I know it's a little bit different than what I shouldn't say. Alright, hey. Yeah, we'll do that. Width, I'm going to leave it the same. Tires, no, I meant to go from here. You get, trying to figure out what I want to do. Okay, sorry for that little long wait. Probably didn't notice it because, again, of my secret skills of pausing and all that stuff, but yeah, I mean, what do you guys think so far? Comment down below what you guys think of this build. I did go kind of simple with it, I will admit. But it's not bad. And if you guys are wondering, I'm not going to make it crazy fast because I'm going to try to make it more like a hunting vehicle. In other words, for like a little miniature like hunting vehicle. That's kind of my idea. And eventually I'm going to work on building this. I'm thinking about doing like a street build like I did on the other phone. I did like a street truck a couple days ago, just all off camera, and It was a step side, and I tried to do, independent, but the problem with the independent suspension now, especially in off-road outlaws, there's an issue where if you get it on certain vehicles, the axle or the wheels do not stay straight. So what they'll do is they'll go crooked, like, like ball joints are broken type of deal, or the alignment's off, that type of deal. So, and it irritates me. I don't like wheels crooked. It's not good for the vehicle. I mean, I understand the idea of it, but I'm not a fan of it as much. And I mean, I understand it has its places. It does look cool, but it's not practical. It'd be like me taking my Green Explorer and putting camber on it, and yes, it does lower it, but why? Now it just made it not as reliable, and also it can get stuck. So you kind of see where I'm coming from. And power, we're just gonna do a little bit. We'll take this thing out and we'll drive it around. Well, let's test drive this fart cannon. Wow, the game is really choppy. And I know I didn't put a turbo on it. I probably should have. Driving wise, it's not too bad. I mean, it is a little top heavy. I will admit, I did make it a little too tall, but I also have to keep in mind, I did leave it with skinnier tires. I didn't go with fat tires. I just figured, I didn't feel like it for this build. The last one I actually did fat tires on that one. And it would also be kind of cool if you could hook up like ATV trailers, like little trailers, and you could do jobs as like say like the crates, like a miniature trailer that does the crates, even if it was like, I don't know, 4, or like the logs, like, you put like 4, like, smaller logs in it. It's just an idea. I do know there was a new off-roading game that's like Off-Road Outlaws. I did check it out. I mean, it was alright, but I wasn't... how should I rephrase it? It had some cool things that Off-Road Outlaws does not have. Like, the smaller running boards, like what's on my Bronco, and, and all that. But, what kind of sucks with that game is I noticed it's kind of like the parking game. It involves gold, which is annoying. And vehicle selection wise was pretty poor. Customization wise it was alright. Again, I did it on the other phone because it's a lot better and it runs better than my current phone. My current phone has been running like not the greatest, but the problem is this one's... I bought this almost during COVID, or like during when they were gonna phase out headphone jacks. And problem is, I mean, I know I could buy a pair of wireless speakers and headphones and all that, but I just don't have that type of money. And to be honest, I'm not a fan of doing that type of stuff anyway. I mean, I can't even wear wireless earbuds in my ears because they'll just fall right out. Everyone says, oh, they're the greatest thing in the world. Well, they don't even stay in my ears. Alright? They would not. And I've had pairs similar to those, not quite, but they were wired at the time, but they just wouldn't stay in my ear. There might be a couple of improvements I might end up doing. I mean, power-wise, it's actually good enough. It's the right balance in speed of power. It's speed demon, which, you know, I wasn't trying to build. It was kind of built up more like a utilitarian work vehicle. But, you know, kind of like something that Austin Farmer would do. It's another YouTuber I'd like to watch. He does really crazy good builds. I mean, this one kind of inspired me to do it from him a little bit. Except maybe not as crazy of an ATV. I mean, he mostly does, again, you know. Let's see how well it does in the mud. Alright, let's do four-wheel drive, and now let's do low. Not the greatest. I was hoping it was going to do better. Because the fact the skinnier tires. I did not put a manual transmission. Mostly because of money. I mean, I could always put it in. The way it rides, the noises on the ATV is, well, they kind of are all the same to me. Just fart cannons. That's how I look at them as, like, you know, Honda Civics that just would have fart cannons attached to them. But it drives okay. I mean, it does look pretty cool. I kind of wish I had the membership stuff, but I didn't get it. Mostly because of money. I even thought about just doing it for 1 month, and that was it. And then, you know, just get what I want, and that's it. Oh, shit. No. We can't go deep. No, shit. No, I don't have snorkels. But even the snorkel in this game is funny. So, like, if you go under the water with the snorkel, it should still sit there and say water damage. I mean, you know, you can't have a snorkel under the water and expect it to be fine. Oh, come on. You can't climb this? Are you serious? Wow. Is this thing that bad? I'm in low range. Alright, let's try lockers. No difference. You're telling me this thing can't climb a hill? Come on! I'm spinning all four. And my coolant temperature is going up. But really, to be honest, I don't... Are ATVs, are they water cooled? I'm not sure if they are. I thought they were air cooled. And again, I might be wrong. I don't know if any of them are water cooled. I just... Because, again, I'm old school and I'm a 90s kid, so I don't know. And I plus don't own one and understand how one, again, operates as much. Because, you tell me this stupid thing now can't even climb a hill. That's kind of sad. Let's try it here. Oh, now you climb. Why is my camera not rotating? Oh, that's why. So, kind of hope you enjoyed this episode of this interesting build. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. We'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.